is good for you, because of course it is going to be different at different times. Self-care in the winter is much more cozy and nourishing. Self-care in the summer is more about being outside and being open and opening the heart. Hey my lovelies, welcome to the Joe Yoga Life Diaries podcast. Here we discuss all things yoga, meditation, parenting, women's stuff, and generally supporting and encouraging each other as fellow goddesses through this crazy life. You can expect meditations, discussions, and always some pearls of wisdom. I'm Jo, a yoga teacher, children's yoga teacher, and the founder of the It's All Yoga online studio. Enjoy the show. Hello, welcome to this episode of the Joe Yoga Life Diaries, and today we are talking about a subject very close to my heart, and I bang on about this a lot, and I'm always talking to my ladies about it and always talking to my teenagers about it, and that is self-care. It is a real buzzword and I love to brandish it around, and today I'm going to share with you how you can either up your self-care game or begin it. So the first thing I want us to consider today and think about is actually, what is self-care to you? Because we can get lost in the thought of like, oh, well, it means taking a bath and having a face mask and having my hair done or going to a spa day, or no. Self-care at its most basic level, it means doing something that is for your own benefit, for you. Now, most of my clients are women, and we are very guilty of always expelling our energy, always giving our energy to others and sharing it out and making sure our kids are okay, making sure our partner's okay, our friends and everybody else. And not always taking time for ourselves. And we might on holiday sit and read a book or go for a long walk and take care of ourselves more on holiday. But self-care shouldn't be just a holiday thing or a treat. It should be a fundamental practice that you do every day. It should be part of your custom formula. When I say should, I actually do mean should. As I often say, if you're not okay, they can't be okay. You're here to make sure that you live your best life and be the best that you can be. And that is impossible to do if your self-care is not dialed in. Like I said at the beginning, self-care is not all about spa days and baths and things like that. So the first thing you need to really consider when upping your self-care game is, what do you need to make you feel good? What can you do that is going to charge your batteries, recharge your energy, give you some mind time, give you some happy time, and just light you up and raise your vibration? We're all very different. And not only that, but for women, we're different at different times. Sometimes my self-care is going out for a walk, or sometimes I need to sit in a bath and watch some trash telly. Okay, so there are many, many different things that can be your self-care. You might be a painter. You might love to follow a recipe and cook delicious food. You might want to create and craft or make clothes, or, it's not all about necessarily pampering and beauty things. Yeah, they're wonderful. A face mask is gorgeous, a manicure is lovely, and all of those are fabulous things. But they have to be something that really works for you and works for you at the right time. So whether you want to sit and journal for 4 minutes every day, or whether you want to bang on your favorite song and dance around the kitchen because that makes you smile, and if you haven't done that, I advise you to try that and just see how that feels. Dance like nobody's watching. It's deciding what is going to work for you. Not anybody else, but just for you. What's going to work? So decide the sort of things that you want to do, or things that you enjoy doing. Maybe you can just mind dump it, write it down, list all the things that you enjoy doing. And then the thing is to actually begin to set the intention that you are going to make your self-care a priority. And I want to make it really clear here, this isn't about adding things to your to-do list. I'm not talking an hour on the yoga mat or going to a gong bath. I am talking about simple, small things that you can fit into your day, or even just one small thing that you can fit into your day that is going to help to raise your vibration. So you could start with 5 minutes of just journaling in the morning. mind dumping. Set a timer and just write a stream of consciousness and get all of that stuff out of your mind and onto paper. It could be a 3-minute Kundalini breath practice. And if you've never done any of those, then head over to my YouTube channel because there's lots and lots on there. You could do put on your favorite song, dance around the kitchen. That's going to be 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes at the most. You could cook a lovely breakfast. You could make a delicious cup of coffee and just sit in the garden and listen to the sounds and enjoy your coffee without any disturbances or need to do anything for anyone else. Just everything is for you. The important part of self-care is self. Yeah, it's about you and what you do for you that's going to light you up. Set yourself this intention that you're going to integrate this. You're going to do it for 3 to 4 days. You're going to make sure you do it every day. If it means setting your alarm 20 minutes earlier, then do it. We're talking 3 to 4 days, not forever. I want you just to start it and notice how you feel. And you could choose a different thing to do each day and see which one vibes with you the most. I'll let you into my practice. Some days is an hour of maybe doing some gratitude stuff, listening to some positive affirmations, doing a meditation, listening to some uplifting music, watching some YouTube stuff that's uplifting and motivational. Some days it's an hour, some days it's literally just maybe a breath or standing in tree pose whilst doing my teeth, which isn't ideal, but it's something at least. And there's always something just to make sure that I'm bringing my attention back to me. Find some things to do that you know you want to do. Don't think it as a chore. This is going to light you up. Okay, this is going to be your treat every single day. Set the intention for the next 3 to 4 days and do one thing each day and note how it makes you feel, whether it vibes with you, whether you enjoyed it, whether you didn't, whether you want to try something else. And at the end of those 4 days, you've got an idea of the sort of thing that you're good for at this time of your month or this time of the season. So when it's hot, I like this. Okay, if I'm on my period, this is what I like to do. And start to build a little pattern and a little map as to how your self-care is good for you. Because of course it is going to be different at different times. Self-care in the winter is much more cozy and nourishing. Self-care in the summer is more about being outside and being open and opening the heart. Okay, we're going to check. It's going to be different at different times. So accept that, acknowledge that, and enjoy that. Enjoy that journey into finding what it is that's good for you. So once you've recognized what's important to you, you've made that intention to yourself, you're going to do this. Maybe it's a meditation, a walk, listen to a podcast whilst going for a walk, and just doing something that's good for you. Start to integrate it. Make that promise to yourself. Once you start to really, really put self-care into your day, and remember, it's easy. It's easy to slot it in. It's easy to do this lovely chore for yourself, this lovely job for yourself. It's perfect. It's easy to do. And once you start, you will notice that you'll start to feel different. You'll notice that you'll start to respond differently to things. You'll notice that your life changes. And it's really valuable. So I look forward to hearing about how these things go. And if you want more self-care tips and more self-care stuff, then on the It's All Yoga studio, there are rituals, there's relaxations, there's some trainings on how to bring more self-care into your life. And just have a go. You can have a 7-day free trial. And so just go to itsallyoga.co and have a go, have a try, and let your self-care start there. See how it goes. And also on this podcast, there are many meditations for you to enjoy. So I look forward to hearing how it goes for you, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a review and share, as that is how we spread the magic, and it will certainly raise my vibration, including yours. Keep in touch via all the social handles which are in the show notes, and I will see you next time. Lots and lots of love.